in the beginning as because I kind of have to use Facebook as my.
I was like, yeah, we hit him up, man, since I'm out here in Denver to see what's happening.
Go ahead and give me a little mic check and.
Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Okay.
We good?
Ooh, coming through hot.
Okay.
All right.
A little loud and proud.
Okay, I think we are good. And hello,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Nice to meet
Austin?
you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Today, Mess Lab Manufacturing. I always do that.
No doubt.
Coming to you live and direct with Mr. Jimi Fingers. Fingers. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No. Either way,
Right on.
it's good.
So we let's see. What should we talk about? I came across you because I came across this, and I think I'm
The
pointing
Kush
to the
joint.
right one.
The Kush, yeah.
And so I don't know. Tell me, who are you? Tell me about yourself.
Man, I'm just a guy, from Queens, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's it. I moved down here, '06. Always was in the graphic design,
Oh, really?
drawing since I was a kid, and doing work for, a lot of other brands, Cross Colors, Rockaware, School of Hard Knocks. Shout out, Gerald, T.J. Walker, Nessie, the Nessie Apparel Group.
Now
So
you were doing that work before you got out here?
yeah, before I got out.
Okay,
Yeah,
so all this was in Queens, New York.
Actually, it was. I moved to. I hate to even say it, man, but I moved to Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. But every time I went back home, I would, conduct business. I was conducting business from Oklahoma. Then I'd go back home, and talk to whoever I need to talk to, at Nessie Apparel and Rockaway School of Hard Knocks. Those cats. So that's what's up, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been out here for about 10 years, and out here, Denver, Colorado.
No doubt.
But
Shout out Denver.
But okay, what brought you from there to here, and where was that Oklahoma stop?
The Oklahoma, man. Kind of a long story, but moved from New York to Oklahoma, stayed there for a little bit.
Okay.
Learned the trade. Worked there. My brother and sister-in-law lived in Oklahoma, and they moved from Oklahoma to Colorado.
Okay.
So we used to come down, come to Colorado and go skiing like every Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So we was like, yo, we got to get out of Oklahoma. You know what I mean? Because cats used to ask me in New York, they was like, yo, you from Oklahoma? I'm like, they said, no. They say, how's Oklahoma? And I'd say, yeah, they're an hour and 150 years behind New York. You know what I mean? I mean, they've progressed quite a bit, but that's that's what it was, man. Oklahoma. Then I moved here.
Okay.
Skiing. Came down visit. So we decided to make this our home. So I brought my talents here.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I just wanted to put it down for for Denver. And that Jamaica Queens way.
Okay. So are you a graphic designer then by trade? Is that
graphic designer? Yes.
Okay.
By trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that the day job then too, or how do you?
No. I'm actually, when I was in Oklahoma, I learned the trade. I became a plumber.
Oh, that's the trade you're talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I became a plumber. To pay the bills.
Okay. Sure.
And was doing the freelance. Doing the freelance on the side.
Okay.
Also screen printing, making, hustling on the side. And, but plumbing was paying the bills. And, so, that's how it all started. Then I worked with my friend in New York, David Brewer. they call him Brew Lugo. He does, I think, sneak hats right now. He does a brand called Sneak Hats, but we did a brand together, and I was working with him, and Rocker, like I said, Rocker Wear and School of Hard Knocks, Cross Colors, and then I decided just to do my own thing.
Okay.
So that's how Jimi Fingerz, kind of came about. I was doing a brand, my own brand, back in the day, and it's kind of corny. So a friend of mine, said, "Yo, man," he said, "Yo, you should do like a brand called like Jimi Fingerz, man."
Oh, really?
Something
That's where the name.
crazy, man, mafiosa. And I just kept that in the back of my head. You know
Okay.
what I mean? I'm thinking, I'm Jimmy. My name is Jimmy. I use my fingers to create.
Right. Oh,
You know what
right.
I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So I said it fits. And then, the tagline, two hands, one plan. I mean, we all have two hands,
Uh-huh.
most of us, you know what I mean? And all we need is a plan. You know what I mean? If we got two hands and a plan, we can make whatever work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Either go to school or start a business
Sure.
or whatever.
Exactly.
Two hands, one plan is the movement. So I really push that. I try to put that on everything, to inspire, the youth and to inspire adults and, everybody.
Okay.
Go ahead and do your thing, man. Two hands, one plan. Keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where two hands, one plan came from.
Very cool.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it, man. Everybody.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's what it what it means.
So let's talk a little bit about these caps here.
Oh, the Kush Smoker.
What about this Kush Smokers right here? So if you are familiar with the King Supers logo, I'm not sure where the territory is for King Supers besides Colorado, but probably a regional kind of thing.
Yeah.
You will recognize that right there.
Yeah.
If I'm doing that right.
Famous Kush Smoker.
And this is what I first saw when I first came across you, and that was a killer right there. I thought that's brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I really like this one as well. Let's
the 5280.
Yeah,
the Gold Rush.
And it takes a second. You got to kind of get in there and. There's a big old lag, but you can kind of see.
Yeah, Rush for the gold.
And you got the little 303.
Yeah.
Little Jimmy in there.
Yep, just like that sticker, New
Mile
Era.
High.
Yep.
So
thank you, man.
A lot of really good detail in that.
Thank you, brother.
I like that a lot. So where does somebody go, to pick this stuff up?
You can hit me up online, jimmyfingers.bigcartel.com.
Okay.
You can hit me up there. Of course, you can message me anywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And we'll make it happen. I mean, we could link up or whatever. We could ship it out. We can link up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just want to make sure you get the product
and
rep the product. You know what I mean? So, that's what it is.
Can you tell us a little bit about this third one over here?
Oh, that was my man War Child. He's a rapper out of Philly, living in Jersey. He wanted me to design a logo, using some bullets. You know what I mean? So I designed a logo for his brand, War Child Music, or War Child Entertainment, and he ordered some hats through me, through my manufacturer, and I mean, they're popping. They're really popping. He's doing well.
So you want to tell us, what can we learn from you when it comes to, say, putting a hat like this together? How much time, how much energy, how much money does it cost to, create something like this?
Mm-hmm. Well, it costs $300. I usually charge $300. I'm pretty inexpensive, to design a hat. And the time it takes to do the tech pack is probably, about an hour, 2 hours, about 2.5 hours to complete the tech pack.
And what all's in a tech pack then?
What's in a tech pack is all the elements. The tech pack is basically a blueprint.
Okay.
And it's all the elements that the manufacturer needs to build that hat.
Okay.
Just like the blueprint to build a house
Sure.
or car or whatever. So it takes about 3 hours, about 2.5, 3 hours, depending on the complexity of the the cap.
Right.
But yeah, I usually charge 300, for the design, and then, you know, um, I may tag on, extra fees, depending on, how smooth it goes as far as the information that they give me and what the manufacturer is capable of doing.
Okay.
So then having to coordinate the whole manufacturing process. I might charge them another 50.
Sure.
For that. But yeah, a lot goes into it, man. A lot goes into it.
And are these the only products that you are, putting out at the time?
Yes, these are the Kush Smoke is the only product. I have another product that's getting ready to drop probably in about 2.5 weeks. It's the Kalo hat.
Okay.
And
Oh, I've seen that. It's beautiful as well.
Thank
In
you,
the
brother.
big, bold,
Yeah.
white on black, I think I saw, right? Is that the combo?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm trying to rep, what I mean? Trying to rep, Colorado, trying to, put something out there that's really unique, you know what I mean? And it seems like that's why it takes me a while to really put something out because, I put so much thought into every aspect of product that I put out. You know what I mean? So it takes me a while to really, develop something and then release it the way I want it to look and feel so.
Well, I want to say I believe what you were saying. I mean, we pointed this out just a little bit ago, but I saw the pictures of these, before seeing this today, and that's what I thought. I thought there's a lot of detail in this, and so sometimes you want to support some things, or some people, but you can tell that there's not, maybe a lot of thought put into the design or the production and the execution. And this is not the case, with these caps.
Thank you.
I really saw the detail, and that was one of the reasons why, wanted you to come and be able to promote this.
Thank you for
and,
inviting me, too.
Put this out
I
there.
don't usually do interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't usually do interviews, man. I'm like, I don't, I want, those youngins to be the face of the brand. You dig? So that's what it is.
Well, so speaking of that, how do you go about, with your own marketing promotion for, somebody that might be listening? How do you think about it, and how do you come up with a plan to, market and promote?
Well, it's just basic, grassroots basic.
Okay.
I hit it online, throw up some pictures, see the feedback, and then I hit the bricks. I let the retailers know. I let the supporters know, the fan supporters know that it's going to be available, and on this day, this week, this day, this month, or whatever, and then I just release it. I mean, it's kind of simple. It's not the whole campaign.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just a kind of a small campaign. But it's not like some big production,
Okay.
Posters all over, bombing,
street team,
yeah, it's not that, but I think that's necessary. But in my case, right now, I just like doing it, just kind of low and slow. I sneak in. That's why, I should have brought the Denver Ninja hats. You know what I mean? I think I consider myself a Denver Ninja. You dig? So, I go in silent. You know what I mean? Drop off the product and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Denver Ninjas.
Can you give us some tips about working with retailers? For anybody that might be wanting to get their stuff into stores, and a little piece that they might be missing.
I see. 2 hands, 1 plan. Just do it.
Just do it. Pick up the phone, make the phone call.
Go to
the store.
Go to the store. Show him the product. If he likes it, he's gonna pick it up. But most, like my friends was telling me for cross colors, he was telling me they don't need your product. You know what I mean? They have a million other products they can put in the store, and what they're buying is you. You know what I mean? So, you know, and with my personality, I love talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My retailers, and you know, shout out all my retailers. Um, uh, yeah, just excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Just you know, two hands, one plan. Just think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You got two hands, hit it. Hit the phone. Go to the the store, the location or whatever. Show them what you got. You know, and don't be afraid to hear no. You know what I mean? I've heard no, you know, many times.
Sure.
When I started, you know, people were like, you know, a few retailers were like, yo, who's Jimi Fingerz? You know, what is this? I never heard of it. And no, we don't want it.
Why should we care?
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I'm like, yo, all right, you know, I said it's dope. It's nothing like it. It's unique.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'd like to be in your store. You know, well, yeah, well, you know, we're not really interested.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, well, thank you. I leave. I come back a month later, you know, with that product and another product. And they go, all right, man, you know, you're pretty persistent. You know what I mean? So give me, you know, 6 T-shirts, give me 6 whatever.
Okay.
And then, you know, 3 days later, they'd be calling me like, yo, can you bring 12? We just sold out. You know, we were in Flatirons Mall at a store called Collab.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Jason Lunn used to own that, and you know, he tried a couple pieces, you know, because I just wouldn't stop. I mean, I don't take no for an answer, and you know, so I brought the shirts. They sold out like in 2 or 3 days. I think I brought him 6 shirts initially. 2 or 3 days they were gone. And he called again. He reordered. I think he got like 12 or 18. And, you know, and I called and I'm like, how are the 12 or 18? He's like, yo, come back. We sold those.
Oh, great.
Bring more. And I get to the store and they're like, yo, Jim, it's crazy. He said, I put the shirt in the window. He said, and it's like crazy people just crowded around the window. He said, the manager of the mall told me I had to put the shirt in the back because I'm causing such as
Oh my gosh.
interference or whatever he called it. So they had to take the shirt out the window and put it in the back of the store. Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
That was
drive
dope.
everybody through the store.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, of course he sold that.
That's
again,
great.
And then he just started getting more and more products and you know from me and you know every time you know thank God you know they sold out.
Very cool.
But the thing about Collab is they closed down because I think the mall wanted them to sign some crazy long lease.
Oh.
And they was like, we're not gonna sign a lease, for that length of time.
Sure.
So
especially with the malls kind of going down, and attendance dropping and
right.
closing doors. So
it was uncertain, it was uncertain. So I think it was like a 10, 15-year lease.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, no, we're not going to do it. So we got to close down. And he had a sale, and he was like 50% off of this, 50% off of that. And when I walked in, it was like, where's all the Jimi Fingerz stuff? So I was glad all that shit sold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, so we, that was one of our retailers
okay.
that kind of, put us on, but was kind of hesitant at first. And that's why I say, don't take no for an answer.
Just
and
keep
whatever
on.
you do, whatever it is, don't stop if you believe it.
Very cool.
So, that's my motto, 2 hands, 1 plan. Go get it.
Right on.
You know what I mean?
So what does the future look like for Jimi Fingerz? And
the future looks like just more and more products.
Okay.
More and more products, crazy designs, touching on things that, people really don't see. I mean, just like the Kush smokers. It's crazy how that even evolved. Is when I moved here, and I had to go to the grocery store to store in my neighborhood. It's like, yo, you gotta punch in your phone number to get the better deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course, with the card because of the card. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I gotta punch my. Why don't I get a better deal because I'm shopping in your store?
Right.
Why do I have to give you my information? It's like, okay, you give me something and I'll give you something. Not only are you coming and buying my product and keeping my kids in braces, but I want your information.
Right. I
You know
want to
what I mean?
track all your
Yeah, I
purchases.
want to track all
and-
your purchases for whatever reason that I'm going to distribute this information. You're not telling me, what you're going to do,
Right.
who you're going to give it to, so I can get this junk mail in my mailbox. You're not telling me that. So out of that frustration came Kush Smokers. I was like, these motherfuckers is.
Oh,
excuse
really?
me. I'm like, these dudes they must be smoking something.
That's where that came from,
Yeah,
huh?
I was
Okay.
pissed. Same thing with the Nike. Same thing with the Nike logo. I hit Nike up, I think years ago, for something. I forgot what it was. It was years ago for something, and it was like, no, we're not interested.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not interested. So I was like, oh, really? Okay, you're not interested? Okay, cool. So that always kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Sure, of course.
So that's when I came out with. I don't know if you're familiar with the mile high Nike check with the mountain range.
I guess
You know
not.
what I mean?
Okay.
Well, I say Nike check, but it's a mountain range.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. And same thing with 5280.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, I want some hats made before I started making hats.
Contact
era.
a new era.
Call new era. Yo, I need some hats made. They said, well, you
you
can buy 90 dozen.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I gotta buy 90 dozen.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 5280.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot,
I
it's
see.
crazy how it's like, I don't know if it's frustration or what.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But it just inspires me to just go at them,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they're corporate. King Supers, New Era, Nike. If they're corporate, I'm like, I'm going at you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just that's just the way I'm built. You know what I mean? So you try to stop me from doing something.
That I do love
Man,
that element when it comes to streetwear. I just thinking about the Colfax rules, everything around me. I mean, that was just the combination of loving the Wu-Tang as I grew up, but then that
Nice.
realization of Colfax truly being the state capital and the longest retail street in the state. I mean, it's all right there, and
That's dope. That's dope.
so I completely understand, and I'm so glad that we got the stories behind these because
Yeah.
not
There's a
only
story
are they
behind
great looking,
everything.
but that's interesting, because it wasn't just let me take that and turn it into this. There's a story behind it.
Right, but it wasn't just boom. It just came. It was a whole process to create it. But I knew I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Same thing with the 5280. I'm like, I got a 5950. I got to do something. And then it was like boom, 5280. Got it. And it was done. So
Oh wow.
that's what it is, man. And a lot of my designs, most of them have a story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, I'm sitting at the computer. Oh, let me just, put some black dots on the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It means nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. Let me put some, some bandana, paisley on
Mm-hmm.
it. No, it has to really resonate with me. It has to really mean something.
That's I completely understand that, and that's why this business was kind of tough for me in the beginning, was because I felt like, I would want to do that, right? Create graphics and create, tees and things that meant something to me, and yet I would see in the market, like you said, skulls, machine guns, whatever it was, and it was just like, well, wait a second, how do I bridge this gap between putting something out there I actually care about and actually selling something, which was tough to do, for a long time. And I got lucky a couple of times when Obama came around. We made a T-shirt and sold a couple of those, but it was just right time, right place. But that was always tough, bridging that gap. Between...
That slabs is dope. I mean, I like the the concept.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I definitely like the concept. I mean, it's simple. I mean, you could definitely push that crazy, just that. You know what I mean? So. You ever want to do a collaboration, hit me up.
Hey, that sounds pretty
Do
good.
something crazy, you know what I mean? We'll really mess it up.
That sounds great.
Yeah, all right.
Well, remind people how they can get a hold of your gear.
You can go to Jimi Fingerz .bigcartel.com and hit me up there, and that's where we do most of our sales.
Okay.
On that website, retailers in that website. mostly, at retailers, certified customs, Megafauna,
Oh yeah,
community
okay.
service. Um, most of the retailers in Denver, and the Fitter in Boulder.
Okay.
I think at one time we were up to 19 stores before Collab closed. I mean, it was crazy because all these stores started closing. It was right before Obama
Mm-hmm.
became president. It was like
Mm-hmm.
a recession, and
Yeah.
all these stores were closing. And I was like, damn, I got all this product. You know what I mean? Luckily, it sold, but
Mm-hmm.
still, it was a rush to move it. Because I saw the atmosphere, and it was getting pretty crazy.
It was bleak there for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's about the time that I was kind of telling you that our place closed down. It was
yeah,
just right at that time, and
right.
just so.
Yeah, yeah. So that's where you can find us. Jimmy Fingers,
Okay.
bigcartel.com. Hit us up there. Hit me up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Say hello. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, man.
And I was going to ask one other thing. Do you do freelance graphic design then too?
Yes,
Can
I
people
do.
hit you up for that?
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah,
like.
you can definitely hit me up.
Very cool.
Cats hit me up all the time. Wanting graphics, and I
Sure.
tell them 300,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh man, wow, I can't do 300." I'm like,
I thought
I'm
maybe.
like, my man charges 14.
Right.
He's in New York, of course, but you're getting a deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting somebody who's gonna lace you for $300.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make money with what I do. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have some design you can just nobody's gonna feel it. You're gonna have people are gonna say, "Yo, it's crazy."
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do.
Okay.
I mean, that's why it takes me a while. 5 to 7 days. I have to think about the person. And when I do freelance, you have to give me lots and lots of information
Okay.
about yourself, what your target audience, yourself, and the colors you like, just everything. The more information I have, the more I can, kind of bullseye, what I mean, what you want to project.
Very cool. Okay.
You know what I mean? Logo, whatever. Logo, t-shirt design, hat design, whatever.
Okay.
So that's what you get.
All right.
And it's pretty cheap. And you know what I mean? And the price will be going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be 400 another.
It
in
should
January.
be. It should be with the level of quality that I see you put out.
Thank you.
Boy, that's a steal. So
yeah, so it'll be 400. Maybe 500 if the right things fall in place. I'm working on a few things, but and it's just a time factor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't have the time. But yeah, about probably January.
Okay.
At 400. Yeah, not much. I mean, really, I don't think 400 is a lot.
Yeah.
For what you get, you're getting two hands, one plan.
That's right, man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is.
Hashtag 2 hands, 1 plan.
Hashtag
Jimi Fingerz, thank you so much for coming
sir.
by.
Thank you for inviting me,
It's
man.
great to finally meet you
Yeah,
and put a face on it.
No, man, that's what I'm afraid of, man. I was gonna come in my mask.
Yeah.
Ski mask, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, probably not be a good look.
Well, I appreciate
This will
you.
be the first and last time you'll see me online.
Well, I'm glad that it happened here. Mess Lab
Indeed.
Manufacturing.
Mess
So that's
Lab.
what we're doing, and we're taking people's masks off.
That's it. Shout to Mesh Lab.
Man, I appreciate it.
All
Thanks
right,
for coming by.
Anytime, brother. All right, take care of yourself.
Man, that's funny.
All right.
And I can.